Pete Alonso and Julio Rodriguez are really good at baseball, and I really want to talk about it. Welcome back to Good Sports for You, where we are talking about good sports for you. Like I said in the beginning, we're talking about Pete Alonso and Julio Rodriguez, two of the best players in the league that I just don't feel get talked about enough, so I kind of wanted to talk about it. Before I get into it, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, comment, do all those things that you need to do. All right, let's get into it. First of all, I'm going to start off with Pete Alonso, who has been consistently one of the best power hitters in the league, and he just doesn't get talked enough nearly as much as he should be. But to start off, I want to start off at the beginning of his career, so we're going to go back to before he was even drafted. We're going to go to the University of Florida in Gainesville, Florida, where he was a Florida Gator, chomp chomp, all those great things. He was really, really good at Florida. He eventually became an All-American in his final season, which led to him being drafted in the second round by the New York Mets. Now with the New York Mets, he was swinging, he was doing good. He rose to about a top 50 prospect in baseball. He was kind of hovering around it depending on which site you wanted to look at. Some of them had a little bit above, some of them had a little bit below. But overall, he was in that general spot, so people thought that he was going to be good. Obviously, his big tool that they were selling everyone on was his raw power. He clearly had it. He just hadn't been able to harness it all the way, especially in college. He was a decent power hitter in college, but not great. As soon as he made it to the big leagues, that all changed. He came up in 2019. He was 24 years old, which honestly is a little bit old for a rookie, if we're being 100% honest. And he absolutely mashed, though. He hit 53 home runs, which is still the MLB record for any rookie. So he's hitting dingers left and right. He was an easy choice for the Rookie of the Year that year, and he finished top 10 in MVP voting. That's about as good of a rookie season as you could possibly get. So he was looking to continue that momentum into a full season of 2020. And then suddenly there wasn't a full season of 2020. He still hit very well in that season, but obviously he couldn't be an all-star because, well, there were no all-stars in 2020. And then after that, he continued to do just as well, and he's hitting dingers left and right. This season, he set the Mets franchise record for most home runs ever, and he did so in only 7 seasons. The people that he passed up, like Mike Piazza, David Wright, Darryl Strawberry, all those guys took at least 8 seasons to get where they were, and none of them had a shortened season like Pete Alonso. He's never had less than 34 home runs in a season, which is just sensational. And honestly, it doesn't get talked about enough. He has over 250 home runs in less than 7 seasons. He's not even through 7 full seasons, and one of them was COVID shortened, and he has 250 plus home runs. He is easily on the path for 500 home runs, and once you start talking 500 home runs, then you start looking at Cooperstown, and you start knocking on the door and say, hey buddy, are you going to let us in? Because honestly, he is on that trajectory right now. He's a 5-time All-Star, which honestly, when I was looking at his baseball reference, that kind of shocked me. Because I've fallen victim to putting Pete Alonso in that second tier. I'm not considering him a superstar, which I don't know why, because he is legitimately a superstar. Before I recorded this video, I looked at the MLB's top 100 players right now. This was before this season had started, and they had him right above spot 50. I think they had him at 49. Like, what is going on? He is not the 49th best player in baseball. He's one of the premier power hitters at the first base position, if not all of baseball. He's been a cornerstone for a Mets franchise that has been dying for some stability, and he has been that corner piece at first base. So it's like you need somebody like that. But maybe it's because he's a New York Met and, they're competing with the Yankees that he gets overlooked. But he shouldn't get overlooked at all. One thing that I'd like to note about him is that per 162 games, he is averaging 43 home runs. That's right, he is averaging 43 home runs per 162. And I know what you're saying, but that's only per 162. That's not per season. But this man, his best ability is his availability. He is playing almost every single game. He's never missed more than 10 games in a season. You do not find that anymore in the MLB with injuries and players taking time off to get ready for the postseason or even get ready for that postseason push. You don't see that anymore. They're trying to limit injuries. Pete Alonso is not that way at all. He is going out and he is mashing on a day-to-day basis, and he's not getting enough love. He's never had an OPS plus below 122. Every single season, he has been at least 22% better than the league average hitter. And again, like I said, he's just not getting that love. He's not put in that class of like those elite first basemen. Maybe he's not tier 1, but he at a bare minimum tier 2, and he deserves to get that love and recognition, and he's just not getting it. It feels like he's almost like skirted into the all-star game, and it's like, oh, I guess Pete Alonso is an all-star. No, he deserves to be an all-star every single season. He deserves MVP votes, I would argue, every single season. You don't get a guy like him that comes around all the time, who's going to give you almost 35 home runs every single season and is going to give you 100 RBIs. You just don't get that anymore. And like I said, for a team like the Mets, where this is kind of like their resurgence time with Francisco Lindor and Juan Soto, you need a guy who's that corner piece and that steady, I'm going to do it every day type of guy. And he has been exactly that for the New York Mets. So I hope that he gets more love. I feel like a lot of the time you see Rookie of the Year players kind of get diminished because they were so good in their rookie season. And yes, Pete Alonso was incredible his rookie season, but he has been also amazing since then. Mind you, he hasn't hit the 50 plus home runs, but that's fine. You're not going to have a guy hit 50 plus home runs every single season. Obviously, he's not the perfect player, right? He's not the world's best defender over at first base. He has some issues with swing and misses, and I'd like to see him walk a little bit more if I'm being 100% honest. But you look at him, and I feel that when we're talking about players with a potential Hall of Fame trajectory, he is never put into that conversation, but he really should be. Like I said, he has 250 plus home runs, and he's maybe halfway through his career. He has a profile that is going to age very well. He's a power hitting guy who doesn't rely on his speed, because he doesn't really have any. That's going to age really well. I don't think that there's any question that he's going to get to 500 home runs. I mean, you start looking at Cooperstown when you get 500 home runs, and it's really not that far away. And I mean, with 5 All-Stars already, he already has the pedigree in terms of awards. He's got the Rookie of the Year. And one thing that I haven't even mentioned yet, he gets it done in the postseason. As a Brewers fan, it pains me to admit it, but he's a dog in the playoffs. He hits dingers. He mashes. He has the clutch gene. He has everything you want in a superstar player, but I don't feel that he's viewed as a superstar at all. And now to the second player that I wanted to talk about today, who kind of came up in a completely different way, but also has a lot of similarities to Pete Alonso in a sense, and that's going to be Julio Rodriguez. Now, Julio, in a lot of senses, was in a very different world. He came up from the Dominican Republic. He signed very young with the Seattle Mariners in 2017, and with the Mariners organization, he was able to blossom from a top 10 international free agent signing to be one of the top 3 consensus prospects in all of baseball. So he was very, very hyped up, even more so than Pete Alonso, and he absolutely lived up to it in his rookie year, where he ran away with the Rookie of the Year, and also he got MVP votes and won the Silver Slugger at the center field position while playing incredible defense. And he hasn't slowed up at all. He is averaging 6.2 WAR per 162 games played. 6.2 WAR per 162 games played. He's basically an MVP candidate every single year. And again, I just don't think that he's given that recognition. I mean, if you had a player on the Yankees who is averaging 6.2 per 162, people would talk about him like he's the greatest player ever. I mean, Aaron Judge is definitely averaging more WAR than that per 162, and he kind of is the greatest player ever. But regardless, if you put Julio in a real market, he'd be getting way more love. Once again, I was looking at this top 100 list, and he wasn't even in the top 20. He is a top 20 player in the MLB. He is playing Gold Glove caliber defense. He is a Silver Slugger bat. He runs so well. He hits for power like what else do you... And he's handsome? Come on! Come on, he's winning. He's winning at everything. Like, he can't do anything wrong, I feel like. But anyway, regardless. He has had 4 2020 seasons to start off his career. That has never happened before. He is doing things that no one else has done, yet he's still not considered a top 20 player in baseball. Are you kidding me? He wasn't an all-star last year, okay. He was an all-star this year, and some people were complaining about it. because his bat wasn't great. His defense is enough for him to be an all-star, in my opinion. Combine that with his base running, and if he's a league average bat, he is an all-star at a bare minimum. And he has been above a league average bat this year. He has been playing really, really well, especially post all-star break, which has been one of the reasons that the Mariners have just come flying back and now are in contention for the AL West. I think part of it, I think that he gets a little bit overlooked by his teammate Cal Raleigh. Rightfully so. Cal Raleigh is having one of the best catcher seasons that we have ever seen, like literally ever. He is absolutely mashing. He may win MVP, so like great for him. But Julio deserves some credit. He deserves some love. He has been the backbone of that team for the past 4 years. I mean, you have a great defensive center fielder who can also hit. Like, what more do you want? He is a true 5-tool player. The one thing, honestly, that's missing in his game is his walk rate is not great. He swings and misses at a lot of stuff. His chase rate on StatCast is really not ideal at all, but that's fine because he still bats well. He still hits well. He still hits for power. He does everything right. And like I said, this is a guy, I'd say even more so than Pete Alonso, that in his future, you will see a plaque in Cooperstown. You can write that down right now. So you can say, Good Stuff For You channel. He said that he's going to have a plaque in Cooperstown and he'll be wearing that S for the Seattle Mariners. I can guarantee it. I will bet my whole entire life savings on it. He is a talented player in all aspects and he is working hard and he is on a fun Seattle Mariners team that is going to be remembered. People are going to remember those teams and they're going to remember Julio Rodriguez and Cal Raleigh doing incredible. And honestly, that's my main point in this video. I mean, I just wanted to talk ball if I was being honest, and I saw that Pete Alonso broke the Mets record and Julio Rodriguez's 2020 season's all over the place. But my main thing is I don't want people to look back and say, wow, Pete Alonso was really good. Wow, Julio Rodriguez was really good, and say, I wish I watched them more. I want to watch them now, and you really should watch them now because they are incredible players. And we're living in an age of baseball right now where there is so much talent all around us, and you just really need to find it. And you can't have critics go around saying, oh, well, Julio swings and misses too much, and so therefore he's not that good. He's only batting blah, 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 because batting average, whatever. Or Pete Alonso, he's not that great of a defender. Therefore, he's not a superstar. Both of these players are superstars. We need to get over ourselves. These players are both superstars. Appreciate them for who they are now. Don't try to knock them down because maybe their team isn't performing well or whatever it is. We need to watch these players and we can't get lulled into the monotony of them doing so well. I feel that both of these players are so good that we almost forget about them. It's like we're getting fatigue of like, well, yeah, Pete Alonso hit 35 home runs. It should be Pete Alonso hit 35 home runs. That's incredible. You don't get a guy who's hitting 35 home runs every single season. The Brewers, we don't have guys who are hitting 35 home runs. If we had a guy who was hitting 35 home runs, maybe we'd have 80 wins right now instead of 75, It's like players like that, you got to see them. You got to think that they're doing incredible, Or Julio Rodriguez, it shouldn't be, oh yeah, Julio had another 2020 season because the bases are bigger or whatever. It should be, wow, Julio Rodriguez had another 2020 season. That's his fourth in his first 4 seasons in the big leagues. That's incredible. That's amazing. The thing is with some of these players is they're so good that we just get used to them. And these players, you shouldn't just be getting used to them. They are fantastic players, so go out, go watch some baseball and have a good time. I know that the Mariners and the Mets have a series coming up kind of soon, so you can get 2 out of the way for the price of 1. Yay, sports, I love it. So just go out, watch some baseball, have some fun, and see those players who you kind of forget, wow, this player is really good. Take a step back, go look at their baseball reference page and see, oh my gosh, this player is really, really talented and really, really solid. Oh yeah, they won Rookie of the Year back in the day. All of these things. That's all I got to say for you today. Just go out, have fun, go enjoy some sports. I hope you enjoyed watching some Good Sports For You. Like I said, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those things that you need to do. And thank you so much, and I'm out.